just had our huge event, the Hidden Power Change Financial Summit for Women, yesterday. I look a little tired. And today I took the day one, we had breakfast all together, and then our advisors flew out. We had advisors flying in from Texas, Alabama, Washington State, Michigan, all over. We had over 60 women in the room. It was amazing. A day full of stories, which you don't expect at a summit. I did a meditation, a few ladies did meditations, different exercises, breathing work, visualizations, and the room was full of advisors, some of our clients, some of the professionals that we work with, women business owners, entrepreneurs. And it was cool to see everybody had something. Everybody got a takeaway from every speaker. It was cool for clients and other women business owners to see a different side of the advisory world, the backside, the other women supporting us, what was going on. But the big takeaway for me, and this you never hear from a financial conference or summit, is the intimacy of the event. And that goes back to our storytelling. The storytelling is everything. The story is something that artificial intelligence can't take from us. But storytelling is the emotional connection between you and your client, your prospect. It's not a transaction. It's an emotional connection. It's a relationship. And that's what we trained all of our advisors to speak on, is to share their story, to share the stories of people that they've worked with, whether it's good, the bad. Women were talking about their divorces, miscarriages, losing parents, and also the victories and the successes. But what I love about storytelling, that emotional connection, that triggers that moment into your subconscious. This is a big. And when that happens, it's going to be remembered. So the more you tell your story, the more likely you are going to be remembered. So remember that when you're talking with your audience. I spoke about the power of stories, that your story can transform lives. And even if it just transforms one life, was it worth telling? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it was. And when you think about it, history is remembered because of the storytellers, right? It's just people repeating other people's stories. And so much of the future is shaped because of history. So if you aren't telling your story, there is no history, there is no future, there's no legacy. And at one point, I let myself just bask in the day. And I looked around at all these women just eagerly waiting for the next speaker to go up on stage. We had a panel of female experts who've been in the industry for some over 30 years. So we talked about the differences, the changes that has happened, the forecasting out for women in wealth, and also women in leadership. How do we get more women in leadership roles? Or does the whole structure of leadership need to change so that more women actually want those jobs? Because a lot of times we're like, we don't want those headaches. We're almost too smart to take those. So how do we shift that? Or are more women just stepping away from that narrative altogether and starting their own business? Women start over 1,800 businesses a day. A day! That is insane to me. But only 6% of them earn over six figures. So we're starting to take more risk, ladies. We are. But there's a lot of work to do still. And that's why at the Women's Wealth Boutique, we are ready to embrace that change, embrace that risk, support you. And even this summer, as we're starting the second half of the year at the Women's Wealth Boutique, we just onboarded Amanda Stillwell with Clarity Financial Solutions in South Carolina. We just added an office in Indiana with Lauren Wood and Aligned Wealth Collective. We're onboarding 2 more advisors. You'll hear about them shortly. And we are also very excited to add on some big divisions, I should say, to our services. Right now, we offer financial planning, retirement planning, protection planning, cash flow, debt management, all those, along with divorce. We have 3 certified divorce financial analysts at the Women's Wealth Boutique. But this summer, we're adding on property and casualty to make sure you are properly protected, ladies. This is so important. We are all about taking risk, but we need to take risk and know their protection is in place. That is key. And then we are also adding later this summer the estate planning division. Because yesterday there was a whole theme about legacy, about estate, long-term care, and being more proactive to prevent the fires instead of being reactive to them. One, that saves your emotions. It saves a lot of money. So now we're able to help our clients build these critical documents like trusts, wills, living wills, power of attorneys. So all that is coming in the second half of this year, and I cannot wait. There's just so much to celebrate, so much excitement. It's been one hell of a year at the Women's Wealth Boutique. In a little over a year, we'll have onboarded 9 female advisors. 9 female advisors. I think we're in 8 different states in 1 year. So just imagine what next year is going to be. I cannot wait to see it. So thank you for your support. I'm here. I'm going to take all this and recharge, because even tomorrow I got client calls, podcast interviews, and a wedding. It just doesn't stop, ladies. But I'm grateful for you. So thank you for checking it in. If you missed the summit, do not worry. We have an amazing package coming to you with all the speakers' recordings, even our Spotify playlist from the event that day, all the bonuses that all the speakers gave out. There's some really good ones. So we'll make sure to get those to you. Stay tuned.